What's up, y'all? Inflatable Guy 05 here, back from God knows where. My break, for the most part, is kind of over. I said I was leaving for a bit, kind of having an existential crisis. Didn't know if I wanted to stay or leave because I still don't have time to do reviews. Today's my only day off this week from work. When you're a manager, it's a lot of work apparently, and I haven't had time to be home. I'm working like 6 days a week. So I kind of said I was leaving for the meantime, not knowing when I was going to come back. I'm still not fully back. It's going to be a video here and there, like every 2 weeks or so, whenever I get a chance to post something. I only have a couple of old ones I never posted in my phone. This isn't an old one. I'm recording this currently of September 4th. But I wanted this to be the comeback special when it was all ready. Because I figured, to do a comeback special, you got to go all out. I know I said, get ready to buckle your seatbelts for the next review, but I thought that wasn't special enough. It's rare, but it's not as rare as this. As you saw in the title of the video and the name, this is the 16-foot original Colossal Santa from Kmart. I think it's 2013. I'm going to have to ask my buddy Alex, because he is lucky enough to own two of them. But I know mine's the original model, because it had the box, and the box is not here. I do not have the box. The box was so far gone. But I actually traded my Snoopy light show, if you remember it, in my Christmas display last year, to a friend for it, a very good friend of mine, and I couldn't believe he said yes, but he knew how bad I wanted this, and he couldn't stand anything colossal. I never thought I would personally have something this big, but I've always wanted this Santa, and I've always wanted this Santa, and I've always wanted a Colossal Santa. I have a big Santa in my yard every year, but the 14-foot one ripped last year. I never said that, but he ripped in half. The wind got him on Christmas Eve, actually, and completely fucked him. Because he wasn't colossal fabric. All his body to his head was ripped. The boots were colossal fabric. Those were fine. But I needed something fully colossal fabric if it needs to be a colossal. Like, nowadays, there are good colossal inflatables, but this was the first and also the most rarest. And also, it's fully colossal fabric, which is what I wanted. So it can withstand the wind and not get ripped and not get screwed. And I got it for a very good deal. And I love it with all my heart. I've always wanted this one. It's very, I'd say, indestructible for the most part. But unlike my buddy Alex, I did not pay around juicy $300. But I've always wanted this one. And here he is with enough yapping. There you go. The 16-foot Santa. He was sold multiple years, not just Kmart. I know Lowe's had this. I know for some reason Walmart had this. He is in very good shape. The only thing I did to him was take all the C7s out because he didn't really light up great. And I don't like looking at those folds in his beard that could break sometimes. According to my other buddy Chase, I asked him why those were there. And he said to hold the beard together and make it look like that. So I took all the C7 out because I also want him to have spotlights. I'm going to be buying 2 spotlights, one on each side of his boots, to light him up because I want you to see the snow and everything on the North Pole sign. This truly did pave the way for all classics, and it is not classics, colossals. It's a great classic, though, for sure, and I love this thing. This thing's great. I know they remade the 14-foot one this year for yard inflatables, another great one. I know a couple of friends that got it. That one was a great deal, definitely a steal for the price. I think it was $180. But, yeah, he's in really good shape. He was actually new in box 2 years ago. The friend I got him from only used it for one season, so he practically is new. He just has regular dirt because, he takes up a large portion of the yard, but I have him staked down from the back just in case it gets windy. It's not windy at all right now. It just finished raining, actually. The sky looks nice, but inflation-wise, he's really good. Pretty, not crazy tight like I thought he was going to be, but there is air pockets on the back, so he doesn't get too tight, and that the seams in the beard do not burst. But he is made completely of colossal fabric, so it will take him twice as long to thin out. And it will also hold up more during the wind, but you'll see some stainage on the white here, a little bit on the black, but he's pretty tight overall. He is basically brand new. The weakest point is, of course, that part, but he stands up really great. I got this months ago, actually, but he's in really great shape. Not crazy much fading, a little bit on his face, but nothing insane. Like, even on the back, the red's good. Hopefully this prones to it not fading a lot. The only thing I did have to do with it, if I stuck a Whirlwind fan up there, because I forgot he has a 200. I was sent the 200 later on. I thought he originally had a Whirlwind fan. I did not believe that he had a 200, but then I looked it up. I'm like, well, I guess it fits the timeline because 200 Whirlwind fans were already discontinued by that time. But he has a really big back. This thing is insanely huge. This thing is going to topple in comparison to all of my other things in the yard. And if you've been channel for a while, you know I got some crazy shit. I'm a crazy guy. But some staining there. But tether attachment points. There is one under his armpit and one under this, which is actually nice that it's covered like that. I like that. It's on each side to double stake him down, which I'm going to have to buy colossal stakes and tethers for this one. Same with something else I got. I actually did get another colossal for Halloween recently. From years past, that's also 16 foot with all colossal fabric. I do have to get stakes and tethers for him. And a couple of other inflatables I do have to get them for. But the fan just sticks up there, up into there. I put it on backwards, which sucks. I put it on accidentally wrong backwards, so that's why it's standing like that. But it really doesn't touch the floor all that much, unless I'm supposed to pull him back more. Because these are also supposed to touch the floor, I think, too. Or I think it was supposed to be not too much off the ground, which is why you're supposed to use those shitty corkscrew stakes. Those corkscrew stakes. But there's one on each back of his boots, and there's one on the front of each of his boots, too. So 4 base stakes on the bottom of that. You're supposed to stake the fan down to the 200. But when I did put the 200 in, it didn't make it towards the ground. It was slamming on the back of his feet. So I think I'm going to have to get a crate and zip tie it on top of a crate and put it there. And the sky's getting cloudy again. But he's in great shape. I wish I could get up to the top and show you up there. But he's huge. He is massive. He will topple over anything. And I love his very simplistic expression on his face with his little beady black eyes. And the North Pole sign is great. That's why I've always loved this one over the 14-foot one. Not because just this is 16-foot. I know the 14-foot is all colossal, so it's been a while since we got one of those. Yard Inflatables did not cheap out and fuck over Gemmy's name. They did not cheap out, unlike other stores like At Home and Lowe's. Because I know Lowe's did the 2 jacks, and they're both not colossal fabric, which was strange. But this thing is great. If you can ever find this, I do recommend it. I tried 2 other occasions to get one. One was sadly thinning. That was on Marketplace. I found out it was thinning. Obviously, I dropped it. But these can last a very long time because they're colossal fabric. And if you're in the right environment, they will last you quite a bit. I do love this. The wow factor is there for sure. People are going to love this thing in my yard. Because I have people that go around and rate houses. And I was rated last year. Actually, I got 3rd place and an honorable mention. They call it the inflatable house. But this thing is great. I know we're in the Halloween season. I'm going to start reviewing Halloween stuff here and there, but this had to be the comeback special. It just had to be. But it's good to be back. I'll be here for a bit. For now, I don't know how much I'm going to post, which is kind of why I said I was leaving. Because I didn't know, and there was a lot of stuff going on personally. And problems I have to sort out with other people, and those are all sorted out. Everything is good. Everyone's on good terms now, which is nice, so I felt like, okay, it's time for me to come back. I did not have to worry about this at all because it wasn't important. But, you know, I think I left the bulb in the North Pole sign. I'm going to have to take that out. But other than that, this is a great inflatable. If you can find it, I recommend it. It's awesome. And I will see you guys in the next review. Peace and happy September now.